Yeah, throw your Yankee up. Let's go. I've been gone for quite a while, but now I'm back on the block. Ain't nothing.
What's good, y'all? Back at it again. It's your boy St for another episode of the Brotherly Bond Podcast. How y'all people been doing? Before we get into the topic, can you please like, subscribe, or comment to my page? I would like to get this page up. My goal is at least 100 subscribers by the end of February. Now, that's my goal right now. But let's get to the topic. Over last few days, I was thinking about something, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it worked to a certain extent. It was basically I won't say I wanted to trigger people, but I wanted to see how easy it is to get under people's nerves a little bit, just by a little bit, and just see if you throw out the bait, will they bite. So I had an idea in my head about the Black Rushmore of black men excellence, and cause I had ideas like there's a lot of great black men, and every time you have a conversation with somebody about Rushmore, it's always like basketball or rap. I said let's have a Rushmore about black leaders in our history. So I came up with an idea. I said if I had to pick a Black Rushmore, mine would be Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Barack Obama, and Kevin Samuels. That's just my opinion. That's just my Black Rushmore. If I had to pick, there's so many more black people, black excellence across history, but that's just my four because I picked Kevin Samuels at the end because I know it's gonna trigger a lot of people, and that was the goal of my little experiment I wanted to do. But as I posted on my TikTok page, I'm not really on it, but I haven't been on it like a few months. But I wanted to see, because TikTok gives you a lot of traction, shows a lot of people go public real fast. So I posted that picture saying my Black Mount Rushmore, and I gave it time, and like I thought was going to happen, it caught fire immediately. I did not believe the comments that came in from that one picture. People was like, "Oh my God, how can you pick Obama, Kevin Samuels, the Joe?" It was one comment that stood out to me. I was like, out of all the things that happen, all the things that goes on in the black community, do you think this is the reason why we in the state that we in? I'm like, it just made it laughable because I just wanted to see what people would think, and it's hilarious. Like, you in today's world, you really can't give a pain about somebody jumping your neck. It was literally just my opinion. Be honest, like, it's so many more people. I would replace Obama with Huey Newton or Fred Hampton. It's so many more, Nelson Mandela. But I'm gonna give you the reason why I picked these four, besides me trying to troll people a little bit, because I'm gonna admit to it, I wanted to see what was going to happen, and it happened. It was funny though. I just wanted the little experiment, but this is why I picked my four for my Mount Rushmore. Dr. King, what he did and started the civil rights movement, what he led, the most famous speech of all times. Like, he started the groundwork for the black community, even though it was a lot more people that started the groundwork, like Black Wall Street. But at the time of being televised, he was the forefront of it, at the civil rights, the heart of it. My second one is Malcolm X. I'm always going to be a Malcolm X person no matter what, because what Malcolm wanted was not to share what we had, but we wanted our own. I feel like Martin wanted white people to accept us, but Malcolm didn't. Malcolm like, no, I want my own banks, my own grocery stores, everything on my own land, and I will always love it because that's right. 'Cause even today, you see how society is today. Yes, we need our own. We can't share. Everybody have their own, from the Chinese to the Jews to the Italians. Everybody have their own besides black, and that's what Malcolm would stand for. Like, we need our own, and I applaud him for that, and that's very true. And I'm getting to my third one. Barack Obama. In the comment section, if you go on my TikTok, everybody was like, Obama didn't do nothing. Obama this now. I say, okay, I'm gonna agree to disagree on that one, because what president goes and knowing what they're doing? Even though he was the first black president, a lot of presidents before him didn't know what they was doing as well. I feel like it's a job you're not prepared for. Even though you're in politics, you're not prepared for it, because you don't know what's going to happen. When Trump got office, nobody knew COVID was going to hit, but he did what he did. But reason why I picked Barack Obama as my Black Rushmore, because I'm not picking as his politics. I'm picking him as the image of what the black man should look like and stand for. That man could not become president with no flaws on his belt. He had a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful children, no tattoos, no baby mothers, no rats, nothing that came out of the woodwork. He went to Harvard, graduated from Harvard, became a senator. All his grades was A+ down the line. That's why I pick it. It's the image of him that black man should go for, because it was perfect. It was perfect for him. Like, he had to be perfect to be president, and that's the reason why I put him on Mount Rushmore. Not by politics, not what he did in the White House. Just because, like I said, his image of what his resume looked like, and his kids grew up to be beautiful too. Like, have a successful marriage. Like, love one woman. Like, he is the standard of what the black man should look like in 2023. And I think that should be the goal at hand right now, how he is. I'm not taking into his political term. I'm taking about his image of who he is as a man. And last one I picked, even though I picked Kevin Samuels as my last one to see, clickbait. I think that's the word, clickbait. I don't know these internet terms nowadays. I did it because I know it gains traction. I can admit that. But as the man, what he done, his time on YouTube, on the internet, you can't say he did not do a lot. Even though he was an internet I won't say influencer, because he never said he was a image consultant. That was the proper word he used all the time. He was an image consultant, but he knew what was going on in the black community, and black men and black women are at each other's necks. You see it all on the internet. I get discussed about, because we all say out each other's flaws, what the other one's doing. But one thing we don't come to the conclusion is how to solve these problems, and that's the one thing I believe Kevin Samuels was doing. He had an answer to solve these problems. So the answer was, let's put everything out on the table, say what's your faults and my faults, and see if we can find a way to help each other out, instead of keep trying to tear each other down. Like, he had a somewhat solution. I'm not saying it was a perfect solution, but he did have a solution, and it was working. We have to tell the truth. Like, he always said, like, they put black men down for years, but when we flip it around, it's a problem. The pendulum have to swing back now. You can't have one side on the scale and think the balance is gonna come. If we keep putting blame on one end, how the balance is gonna come if we can't put some blame on the other end? It had to happen like that. But yeah, that was my take on my Black Mount Rushmore. But at the end of the day, I also did to get the let's get the conversation started. Like, cause we talk about basketball, Mount Rushmore, rappers, Mount Rushmore. I would like to hear a lot of y'all, who will be your Black Mount Rushmore, for men or women, on them four. Because there's a lot of people that said Marcus Garvey, Even Nat Turner. It's so many more. I picked those 4 just to see and get the conversation, because I really start hearing that Mount Rushmore instead of talk about basketball, Mount Rushmore and everything. But also, I forgot another reason I picked those 4, because every one of those men had a problem in each era or decade or year with black people. Martin Luther King, the civil rights with Malcolm X as well. At the same time, the civil rights movement. But at the same time, I feel like they was bumping heads, and they both had 2 agenda. Like I said, Martin was more American. Malcolm was more with the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Barack was the standard. I think he's the standard what black man be, and he became the first black president. You can't knock him for that. You really can, because he's literally the first one. You can't knock that man for that. And I think after Obama left, they always said back in the day, like early 90s, you heard on TV, like, oh, the man, like, we finally had a black president after he left. Are we still in the same state of mind that we in? So what's next? And that's why I picked Kevin Samuels, because he was the next positive black man not right after Obama left, but it was like a gap of silence of like, who's going to take the mantle, who's going to be the forefront, who's going to say something to make a movement, or say something to get the conversation going to help us. Because I feel like we're in a state of mind right now, we just on cruise control. Like, we have to do something because we're not getting better, because all the other races are ahead of us in money and economics and finance right now. And I believe sooner or later the state of the black man will be extinct soon. But that was just my opinion on a few things right now. Once again, can y'all please like, subscribe, and comment on this page? My whole goal is to at least get 100 subscribers by the end of February, middle of March. Once again, it's your boy ST. My word is my bond. Holla at y'all.